Sorry, it's been a minute since I've had a video to put up, but we've got one today. New comic book day was yesterday, and I thought I would start it off with talking about one of the big problems at Marvel Comics, right? So, this is actually not all of the Spider-Man books that came out. There was one more, actually. Deadpool and Spider-Man came out today as well. So, counting Deadpool and Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, and Symbiote Spider-Man dropped today. And I want to say Miles Morales Spider-Man, I think that was last week though. So regardless, 4 Spider-Man books dropped today. 4 books. Are you are you kidding? That's not even so because the Hunted event's going on, which I actually like quite a bit. I think it's really good. Is going on. You're getting multiple Spider-Man books right now, this month and next month to end this, because I think so. I've been actually picking all of them up because I've liked it. But so you can see here, April, you've got 4, then you've got 3 next month, and then don't forget that you also have My Life Spider-Man, the War of the Realms tie-in, and a couple other things. So they're saturating and competing with themselves. So make no mistake, these books compete with each other because look at the price. $4, $4, $5. And then don't forget the Deadpool and Spider-Man, which I actually hear is really good. I haven't read it, but I just haven't been interested in it. It is also $4. So you're essentially saying to a Spider-Man fan, pick one, unless you have the money to go in and buy them all. You can't get them all. And most of the time, a lot of people don't buy back issues that are a week old. I want them the week they come out, or I just don't have that much of an interest in them. So how does that work to your benefit? What kind of business model is that where you compete? You're eating yourself, right? Because now I've got to pick. And what are most people going to go with? They're going to go with Amazing because it's the big one. And it's a shame because this one's going to get its own video, actually. This was actually quite good. Symbiote Spider-Man. Peter David actually writes it, which I saw that. I was going to skip this, and I saw Peter David, huh? That's interesting. And it's actually really good. So I'm actually going to give this one its own video, and you can look forward to that one later. But this one is going to look at these. So I thought I would just do both of them in one shot. It's like the tale of the wooden Spider-Man right here, and the fun one right here, because it's these are 2 drastically different Spider-Man characters. Even though they're supposed to be the same guy, taking place at the same time, they're completely different. It's one writer that gets him, one that doesn't. Tom Taylor does not get Spider-Man. Nick Spencer does. But in any case, I just really wanted to talk about that because them doing so many of the same characters in one day, how do you expect that to sell? And then how do you expect to sell your other books? DC is actually doing the smart thing in downsizing their books. It gives you a chance to be a little bit more, select. You can take chances. So, if I've got, because I'm a really big Spider-Man guy, I love Spider-Man. It's one of my favorite superheroes, which I think is the case with a lot of people. Now I'm going to pick, a certain number of books up a week, right? 4, 5. And I want to read all this stuff. I can't pick out other books. It's almost like Marvel's just buy Marvel. Does not matter as long as you're buying Marvel. And, it hurts all the other books. And then when you buy all those books and they're all horrible in quality, you're going to fall out of the hobby before you consider coming back because the books have been so bad. So that's just a little rant. Releasing 4 Spider-Man books on the same day, that's stupid. And because everyone wants to get Amazing now, I don't care about this one. This one's not going to get looked at. And this, like I said, was really good, and I'm going to cover that in its own video. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. So the art's pretty good. I like the art that's been in. So you have Humberto Ramos. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I actually like his art. I'm just kind of used to him, and he's been doing the art on Spider-Man since Superior Spider-Man, and I think even a little bit before that. So I kind of like him. I know some people don't, but they actually gave some pretty decent art to Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man this time. It was like terrible digital art for the longest time, and it actually made this better. This is actually the best one that they've put out yet, 5 issues in, because it deals with Aunt May having cancer and stuff, which has been done. And it's kind of interesting. So this kid like has some hard times. Spider-Man recognizes him from the neighborhood because that's supposed to be the theme of this book, the neighborhood. And he's like stealing a car, but he has some empathy for him. So Peter decides to help him get away. But it's just like no one cares, because check this out. So, they're driving this car. He steals the car, and he's like, I'm not going to break the speed limit, even though I'm driving a stolen car. It was supposed to be a joke, but I didn't bother trying to make it sound funny because it just was not a good joke. But here's where no one cares, right? So they're going down this back alley, and he's like, hold on, Thwip. And he pulls the damn car up like it's the Batmobile up a building. I don't know where's the taller building that this is attached to, given that he's like in a neighborhood district. There's no skyscrapers around here at all. But, hey, what does it matter? So he pulls it up with one hand while he's driving. Like, okay, he's strong, but, he takes 2 hands to lift cars and motorcycles in the regular books. But here he can just, nothing matters. Everything's just a funny joke at Marvel. So, I just thought that was really cheesy and stupid, and it just didn't make any sense, just like most of the books. And then there is some good moments between Aunt May and Peter because of what's going on with her chemotherapy and stuff. But there's some really cheesy stuff with Doctor Strange and him. Like, he just acts so stupid. Really stupid. Just the jokes fall flat. But, considering the garbage that Tom Taylor has written so far, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't so bad that I'm gonna actually rip it. So it's like passable this time. There was no Orange Man bad, which I was shocked to. Well, wait, we'll find out in the next issue. I'm sure there'll be more radical craziness from Tom Taylor. He can't help himself, a weirdo man. So then we have Hunted, which is continuing on this crazy story, which is very told straight, like pace for the trade and stuff. But I do think the content's been pretty good. I've been enjoying the pacing of it and the story. So we have Craven with his clone son, who I think is going to end up killing Craven and becoming the new Craven. That's just a theory, but, we can't see. And there's been some death. So this guy actually died in the spin-off, tie-off, like 18.HU or whatever they're calling it, which was actually a really good standalone issue. I think I did a video on that last week, but I actually really enjoyed it. I thought that was very entertaining, had some really good emotional impact. It was definitely a strong issue that I think was worth checking out. This issue is mostly just the Vulture and Spider-Man kind of jockeying for leadership, and obviously everyone's going to team up to take these guys down. Now, the twist, though, that they're hinting to, see, I like that Taskmaster, but the big issue that they're going with here is that so Vulture found a way to incapacitate these avatar robots that are going on, and it's kind of looking like, so this guy shows up, and it's Black Ant. So Black Ant shows up, and he's like, he was going to destroy this robot, and he's like, hold on a second, don't do it. I don't want you to do something that you're going to regret. So my theory now is that the robots are tied to people, and if you kill the robot, you're going to kill the person. So it's going to be Spider-Man trying to stop people from killing each other while everyone's trying to kill him. It's typical fun stuff with Spider-Man that you would expect. So, yeah. But, so, my point is, all 3 of these, like I was saying, are all pretty good. And if you're a really big Spider-Man fan, like a lot of people are, like, this is all you can buy. You can't buy anything else. Marvel, you need to stop eating yourself. Like, you're doing so many things wrong. This is one of them, man. This is one of them. So anyway, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Check out the links. And thanks for watching. I'll see you.